Hi friends, welcome back to my channel that I never upload on anymore. I'm stuck in a quarantine with the coronavirus. My husband and I, even though we are not having any symptoms, we are quarantining for 10 days because we tested positive. So I decided to bleach my hair. You can see that I have highlights. I've always had highlights and baby lights, but I'm a natural brunette, like a level 6-ish. So I told my sister-in-law I was gonna do my bleach scalp to ends. Yeah, I've never had on the scalp bleach before, and she told me I should film it. So I am, and I'm gonna show you everything I'm using, which is foils. I have like, I don't know, 100 ripped up. I might need more, so I have like this extra box of more foils. I'm using the Blondor Lightener by Wella, the 20 and 10 volume combined or mixed, you know, whatever. Start low and slow. I have a mirror, have clips, all the things that I need for my service. And my husband will be helping me, hopefully, in the back. So, we'll see how this goes. You can see how dark, I think you can see how dark all this is that never even sees the sun, but this stuff up here at least is a little bit lighter. Can I help you? This may not be achievable in one service. Also, I have about 6 scoops of lightener left, so maybe, you know, ordering some more or something like that. I don't have a plan. This is not a how-to video. This is a don't do this yourself at home. I do have a license to do hair, and I have 8 days left in quarantine video. Go for it. Mm-hmm. Got it? Mm-hmm. Everything's saturated? Mm-hmm. Maybe 1/2 inch. It looks like toothpaste on it, like thick? Yeah. And then you don't have to for the rest, because it's mostly blonde. Just give it a little swippy swipe through, and it's only 10 volume. So.
Just a tiny swipe.
Yeah.
Okay. You want
Looks
to look at it
good?
real fast?
Sure. Looks pretty good. And then just pop this on right on top of the regular.
Let me just feather the tiniest bit. Okay. Okay. Pop it right on top.
Lay that dude right on top. Okay. Repeat this process times 6,000. Okay, I'm sweating, so I'm gonna have to open up the door,
Yeah, we can.
which is gonna block the video. So we'll catch up with you later. Here I come. Oh, you're not holding on to anything. Okay. Update. We're at the point where we regret doing this because we've been here for hours, and this is how far we are. Sorry, that's a text message. Oh. Gosh, it just takes a long time. It takes a really long time. I feel like I have a headache and I'm just so ready for this to be over with. Like, why did we do this? But it's gonna look great, right, Ben? Mm-hmm. There's just so much regret because it's taking so long. There's just no words for how much I regret doing this. Even though I like doing other people's hair, this is miserable. Also, I think it's gonna be really, really bad. So I'm gonna probably have to pay another hairdresser like $1,000 to fix it. I just am so frustrated because it's so much harder to do your own hair than someone else's. Obviously, everyone knows that, but like, I don't even know what hour it is anymore. I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm just very frustrated. I want it to be over, and I don't even, I pulled a couple of the foils out, and they're not even, you know, they're mostly pale yellow, which is what I need, but oh gosh, I would never do this again. But I've said that before. It's like the third time that I've done my hair. I've never tried to do full on platinum card bleach on myself. That was stupid. But I always say I'm not going to do my hair again. And then I get the wild idea that I can do it and it's not that hard. And I'll just, you know, do it. I've never regretted anything more in my life. I fully expect this to be absolutely horrible and have to just put a level 5 in brown all over to look like a normal human. This is nuts. So last bit of my lightener. This is the 6th bowl. You know, I had relatively good hair. Why wasn't I happy? Definitely don't have any more bleach to like bleach my roots. So we left a half to a fourth of an inch out of my regrowth so that we could go in between the foils and hit it all at the end with lightener and have like this scalp to ends platinum blonde beautiful. You know, I had a plan. The plan is gone. I don't know how we got into this situation either where this is how we're doing it, but it's just what's working in life for the moment. And now I use the term working loosely. I don't know that any of this is working, but it's almost over. I made a huge mess and we're almost done with, I would say, part 1 or whatever. I still have to go in and touch my roots, but I'm fresh out of lightener, so I'll have to, you know, wait on that. But this has only been on for an hour and it's like level 8 and then in some parts level 9, which is all I need is like level 9. So that's encouraging, you know, it's only been on there a little bit, and then Ben said that none of the foils in the back look darker than that or more yellow, so that's great. So yeah, I got a little excited when he said that, but I don't know exactly, you know, where we're at still. I'm still a little anxious. Update. I waited until 2 a.m. to rinse the foils out last night. I took a clip of me pulling them out and then I rinsed it, shampoo, conditioned. I did not do a purple shampoo. I haven't done a toner. This is just like the blank canvas of how my hair lifted. I wanted to just see you know what we got to, and it's a very even like level 9 blank canvas for a great ashy toner. I'm gonna leave it for like 5 days and give it a break, and then I'll do the next step. I also wanted to mention this is my natural hair texture. Just went to bed with it wet, and I'm gonna be air drying my hair for the time being and not using any hot tools. I'm gonna be doing a lot of hair masks just to keep my hair nice and healthy. I'm back. This is day 5 since I washed my hair and rinsed out my initial bleach where we went, you know, off the scalp and through the ends of my hair. I look crazy, but I'm about to start the process of bleaching these roots. I've never had on the scalp bleach before, and I saw, this may be totally fake, that if you put Sweet and Low in your bleach that it can take away some of the tingle. I also have some Olaplex number 1 and 2. This was like $8 at the beauty supply. So I just picked one of these up. I'm gonna put the number 1 in my lightener. And I think I'm gonna mix up 1 scoop and 2 ounces of developer. So just like a regular 4-ounce bowl of bleach, because this number 1 says that it is good for a 4-ounce bowl of bleach. So I'm still using the Wella Blonde Roy Lightener 20 volume. I ripped up some of these little Permar foils to put in between some of my sections. I got my bowl, I don't know why these are here, gloves, all the things. I got all my toners sitting over here that I'm gonna whip up after it's time, after I've rinsed and everything. And then I'm gonna put this Olaplex number 2 on after I shampoo. So this is the sitch. I'm gonna use this mirror, turn myself around backwards, and somehow do the dang thing. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I can't handle the way it feels on my scalp and I have to rinse it off and do like a shadow root. I've never had it on my head, so I don't know what it's gonna feel like. Okay, I have the back done. This is the situation, but I'm running out of memory on my phone, so I'm gonna blaze through the front and then let it process. Okay, I have everything applied. There's some foils separating my sections. I put my little cap on to keep the moisture in there. You can see it working. The back sections are probably done, but too bad I can't really rinse them, but I think maybe 10 more minutes and it'll be done. Okay, this has been on for a long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse. I may possibly need to touch up the last section that I did, but I think the back has been in for long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all this out and rinse. If I need to go over any parts, I will. If anything, the majority of my roots are done, and it'll just be like right up in there. I don't know why it's not pale yellow yet, but I can't risk all this staying in my hair. I've been like doing some tugging on some pieces to make sure that my hair's not gonna come out, so seems promising so far. But yeah, this, I don't know for sure if it's, gonna be done. Okay, I just rinsed off the lightener and shampooed, and now I'm gonna do the Olaplex number 2. It says to apply to towel dried hair, and I'm just gonna comb it through, and it says at least 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it sit on for like 15 to 20 minutes because my hair's a little crunchy. Okay, I'm about to tone my hair using a mixture of these little friends, V and P to cancel out warmth, and GI and N to hopefully not go ashy too quick on my little white pieces, but I used some purple shampoo, just like a little on the mid links to the ends, and my little friends here in the front got a little purpley, so I'm just gonna put a little conditioner on them, and then I'm gonna apply the toner to my whole head, but this is what we're working with. Super happy. It's relatively very even. Okay, this is what the toner looks like before I rinse it off. You know, looks pretty dark, very purpley. My little white pieces probably will be purpley for the next couple of washes, but we'll see. Okay, this is after the toner. Seems very promising. I'm gonna dry it real quick and we'll see how it looks. This is what it's looking like, dried. I think I'm gonna finish styling it, and then I'll probably come back on tomorrow to show you guys how it looks with makeup on and everything, but it looks very good to me. Very happy with it. Okay, this is the final result. I think the last clip that I filmed was it wet. Last night I did like a rough blow dry, and then I just ran the straightener through it. But yeah, I'm super happy with how it came out. It's like very even. I still have all my hair on my head, so yeah, very pleased with the result. There were so many times that I thought I was gonna regret doing this, and I was just thinking of how much I was gonna have to pay my hairdresser to fix it. But you know what? It turned out really good. Could not have done this without my husband, Ben. And the toner that I used was 1 ounce 9P, 1 ounce 9V, and a half ounce of 10N, and a half ounce of 10GI in Redken Shades EQ with the processing solution. No clear on damp hair for 15 minutes. So yeah, this concludes this video. I don't know how to get the back, but it looks, you know, the same as the front. But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so glad it's over. It took 15 hours, 10 hours the first day, and then 5 hours yesterday doing the roots, and then going through and retouching the roots while it was processing, rinsing, doing an Olaplex treatment, toning, letting the toner sit, rinsing. Took about 4.5, 5 hours. So anyway, it was all worth it because I think it's super cute. But that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.